So we have seen that when we'll use the chi-square basically uh, it will used when you have collected the data in the categorical form. Categorical form means in the qualitative form. Suppose you have the data set in the qualitative form, then you can use the chi-square test. Qualitative means like scale method someone is used, someone used yes no option, someone have used uh, any kind of multiple choice MCQ type of questions. So these are the pattern of responses. If you have, then you can use the find out the relationship between like two variables, or two situation, or two, you can say like two classes, two sections, two unit, whatever it is. Two situation को compare करने के लिए we can use the chi-square test for the categorical data, or we can say qualitative data. So if you are find out the relationship, so that in that time you can use the chi-square test. So we have seen that there is a formula, the summation of 1 by f of ei. Ei is a expected variables, the function of expected variables, so that you have to calculate, and in bracket with the multiply with f of oi minus f of ei. F of o means function of observed variables, and the minus f of expected variables. So in the questions you will get the observed variables values, so you have to find out the expected variables. From there you can use this formula, observed variable and expected variable, and you have to utilize this formula. You have to calculate the chi-square values. After you getting the chi-square value, what we have to do, you have to compare this chi-square value to the critical value. So critical value will be provided in your questions. They will give you the critical value. You no need to find out the critical value. And even if you want to find out, there is a formula like a degree of freedom से हम लोग टेबल से verify कर सकते हैं, tabular form है. So there we can verify. So that portion is not required. So we will only focus on how to find out the chi-square value, and this chi-square value we need to compare with the critical value. Critical value provide किया जाएगा, उसके साथ compare करके देखना है is it a significant difference आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है. So that we need to verify. So we have okay. So this is the you can see this is the question. Suppose you have the question, the situation 1 and the situation 2, and the first one is called variable 1 and variable A and variable B. So you got this kind of data. The situation 1 is 10 it's a part of the variable A, and the situation 1 is a variable B is a 20, and the situation 2 variable is 30, and the situation 2 variable B is a 40. So now what you have to calculate? You have to calculate that summation of O means observed variable, function of observed variable minus expected variable whole square divided by expected variable. That is 1 by expected variable. Same thing. So it is a expected variable. You have to divide it by the expected variable, and you need to find out the chi-square. Now observed variable. What are the observed variables? So you can see. So we have situation 1. One observed variable is 10. One is 20, one is 30, one is 40. So I got my observed variable. You can create a table like that. Now you can write the observed variable is 10, 20, 30, and 40. Now what you have to find out, the expected variable. So expected variable that you need to calculate. So how to calculate these expected variables? So for that purpose, you need to use, you have to find out the row total, and you have to find out the column total. So for that purpose, I need to open that PDF. I have already shared that PDF file. I can see in that PDF there is a example which is they have shown how to calculate the chi-square. So let me open, then it will be easy to understand. See, so this is suppose this is the table that is 15, 22, 100, 93. So what you have to do, first of all, you have to find out your row total. So total, you have to find a row total, and you have to find out the column total. So in the case of row total, so it will be, suppose this is the value 15, 22, 100, 93. So row total kya hai? 37. If you calculate 15 plus 22 is a 37. Now the second value क्या है, did not get cold. So 100 plus 93 is equal to 193. This is the row total. Now for the column total, you have to find out. Column total means 15 plus 100. So what is this? 150. So again there is a 22 plus 93 is equal to 115. So we got the column total. Now we can find out the overall total. That is the 37 plus 193 is equal to 230. Even from the this side also, column side also, 115 plus 115, it will be 230. It will be the same value you'll get. So that is the overall total should be a same value from the row total and the column total. So now you get row total value. Now we get the column total value. So what I have to calculate? I have to calculate the value of expected value. Suppose this expected value I need to calculate. For this expected value, what I have to do? So we have already know what is my observed value. मेरे पास observed value क्या क्या है? 15 है, 100 है, 22 है, 93. These are the questions in the question paper. They have given the observed value. So this is my observed value. Now I have to find out the expected value. So how to find out? There is a formula. So we again come to this table. Formula is you have to use row total into column total and the divided by the 230. For these 15 values, suppose you want to find out the expected values for these 15 का मुझे expected value निकालना है. कैसे निकालेंगे? 50 का corresponded row total क्या है? 37 है. 15 का corresponded column total क्या है? 115 है. So मुझे क्या करना है? 115 into 37 divided by 230. So उसका जो value है that will be your expected value. If you are calculate them, then you will get 18.4. So that will be the value of 15 observed value and expected value is 18.4. How you are getting? Expected, we are doing a row total multiply with the column total of the respected observed value. मतलब 15 का row total क्या है and column total क्या है, उसको मल्टीप्लाई करो, फिर ओवरऑल टोटल से उसको डिवाइड करना है, तो वो जो मिलेगा वो तुम्हारा एक्सपेक्टेड वैल्यू. नाउ द सेकंड क्या है? ऑब्जर्व वैल्यू 100. नाउ वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट 100 का एक्सपेक्टेड वैल्यू क्या होगा. सो अगेन विल गो टू द नेक्स्ट प्रीवियस टेबल. सो 100 का रो टोटल वैल्यूज क्या है? 193 and the column total value 115. So what I have to do? I have to multiply with the 115 into 193 divided by again the overall total क्या है? 230. 230 से हम लोग डिवाइड करेंगे. So then whatever value will get, it will be your second 100 का expected values. So we will get the 100 expected value again for the 22. So 22 का again मुझे find out करना है expected value क्या होगा. Similar way we have to apply 22. If it is there, then what is the row total? 37. What is the column total of the 22? Is 115. So 37 into 15 and divided by again the overall total divided by 230. So whatever value will get, so that will be the expected value of this observed value. Suppose 22 is the observed value. So my expected value is that is 37 into 115 divided by 230. So that will be my expected value. So easily you will get this expected value. Now already you have that observed value, you have a calculated expected value. Now what is the next step? I have to find out O minus E. So what is O minus E? 15 minus 18.4, 100 minus 96.6, 22 minus 18.4, 93 minus 96.6. So that is my O minus E. Now after you getting the O minus E, what you have to do? You have to find out the square. You have to do the square of O minus E. So square का करना क्या होगा? 3.4 का स्क्वायर करोगे, 3.4 का फिर से स्क्वायर, 3.6 का स्क्वायर एंड 3.6 का अगेन स्क्वायर, माइनस 3.6 का स्क्वायर. So all, if it is a minus sign, if it is a plus sign, if you are going for the square term, so it will be positive. It will be all positive sign. So negative sign should not be there. So after you done the square part, again I'm coming to the PDF portions. So here you can see after you completed the O minus E whole square, and there should be actually formula. It will be divided by E. It's not multiply. It's a typing mistake. Just a minute. So we got expected value from that formula. Directly we can multiply with the row column and the row total and the column total. After you find out the row total, after you find out the column total, you will get it the expected values. Expected E value you will easily calculate. So now you get observed value and the expected value. So you have to find out O minus E. So you have to subtract the E value from O observed value. Then after you find out the O minus E, you have to do the O minus E whole square. These values, you need to find out the whole square values. Then again, from this whole square, what you have to do? Divided by the expected. So suppose this is your O minus E whole square value is 20. So 20, you have to divide it, whatever expected value you have. So you have to divide it 20 by divided by E, means expected value. So individually you have to calculate O minus E whole square divided by the expected value. The similar way you have to calculate all the four datas, जो भी four data यहाँ पे है, तो सबका मैंने निकालना है O minus E whole square divided by E. So after you getting these things, you have to find out the sum. Sum means total. So you can see the formula. After you calculate O minus E whole square divided by E, so you have to do a sum. Sum means summation is equal to sum. You have to do the total. So again, you have to find out the total of these values. So total value you have to find out. So whatever total value you will get, so that will be your chi-square value. So that will be your chi-square value. Now, how to compare the chi-square value and the critical value? So that you have to use. That's again I'm opening this example form. So you can see in this example, we got chi-square value is 1.61. You can see in this chi-square value they have written 1.61. This is a total. So they have found the 1.61. So after the completing the formula that O minus E whole square divided by E, and then after that we have done the sum. So it is 1.61. So 1.61 my chi-square value. Now I need to compare this chi-square value to my critical value. So critical value will be provided in your question paper. So critical value, what is my critical value? So critical value in the question paper is 3.84. This is the critical value. It will be provided in the question paper. And if you want to calculate, you need to carry that table. The chi-square table you need to carry. Otherwise, it is not possible to find out the critical value. So if in your exam, if they are provide you chi-square table values, then you can find out. Otherwise, they will provide you. Normally, they will provide you because the university is not going to provide the tabular form. So don't worry about the critical value. Critical value in the question paper, they will mention it. So 3.84 in this example, the critical value is 3.84. Now, so what you have to do, you have to compare this critical value and with your chi-square value. So what is your chi-square value? 1.61. And now your critical value is 3.84. So that means your chi-square value is less than your critical value. So if it is less than, then what is that meaning? अगर chi-square value तुम्हारा critical value से कम है, then what does it mean? So that means there is a no significant differences. So significant differences मतलब दोनों में कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है. मैं जो वेरिएबल दोनों को कंपेयर कर रहा था, दो सिचुएशन को जो कंपेयर रिलेशनशिप देख रहा था, दो सिचुएशन का, तो सेक्शन ए सेक्शन बी का जो कंपेयर कर रहा था, तो वो दोनों के बीच में कोई रिलेशनशिप एक्चुअली नहीं है. इसका मतलब देयर इज ए नो सिग्निफिकेंट डिफरेंस. दोनों में कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है. इसका मतलब दोनों सिमिलर टाइप ऑफ डेटा है. दोनों डेटा क्या है? सिमिलर टाइप ऑफ डेटा. देयर इज ए नो डिफरेंसेस. अगर कम है सो देयर इज ए नो डिफरेंसेस. अगर chi-square value, if you are getting more than 3.84, अगर chi-square का value 3.84 से ज़्यादा है, then there is a significant difference. Then you can say there is a significant difference between to section 1 and section 2, or between कोई भी variable 1 और variable 2, दोनों में differences है, मतलब दोनों similar type of situation नहीं है, दोनों similar type of students नहीं है दोनों section का. सेक्शन ए और सेक्शन बी का मैं अगर रिलेशनशिप निकाल रहा हूं, अगर इफ यू आर गेटिंग chi-square वैल्यू is more than the critical value, अगर critical value से ज्यादा है तो दोनों में differences है, अगर कम है तो no difference, दोनों में कोई differences नहीं है, दोनों similar type of students है, दोनों दो सेक्शन का स्टूडेंट का एक ही टाइप का स्टूडेंट्स है. So that we can justify or we can conclude from this chi-square test. So what you have to find out? You have to find out the chi-square value and you have to compare this chi-square value with the critical value. If it is a less than your chi-square value होता है, critical value से तुम्हारा chi-square value कम है, so that means there is a no significant difference, दोनों में कोई difference नहीं है, दोनों equal है. अगर ज़्यादा है, if you have more than that chi-square value compared to the critical value, then you can say there is a difference between two groups, one group 1 and the group 2, or variable 1 or variable 2, or you can say whatever comparison we are doing, that name you have to provide. So this is the way you have to find out the chi-square test for categorical data only, means qualitative data. I'm not talking about the quantitative data. It is a measurement of qualitative data. I repeat many times, it is a measurement of qualitative data. It's not a measurement of the quantitative data. मतलब जो quantitative data है वो हम इससे measure नहीं कर सकते, सिर्फ qualitative data हम लोग measure कर सकते हैं chi-square test से. chi-square test से हम लोग सिर्फ qualitative data measure कर सकते हैं. Even we can say also categorical data, same. So qualitative and categorical, similar name. Both name are not different, the similar name. In your question paper, if they are talking about the categorical, that means you have to understood it is a qualitative data. So both the name is the same name. Don't confuse with the name categorical and the qualitative, the similar name. So if you are going to use the categorical data, so then we have to use the chi-square test. तो मुझे chi-square test से पता चलेगा उसका रिलेशनशिप क्या है, दोनों वेरिएबल्स का, दोनों सिचुएशन का, दोनों सेक्शन का, कोई भी चीज का दो वेरिएबल है अगर, तो उसके बीच में क्या रिलेशनशिप है, दोनों इक्वल है क्या दोनों डिफरेंट है. So that we need to calculate from this chi-square.
Hope you like the video and stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.